As for commercial knowledge, this is about your ability to decide the scenario. So look, when you just tell the theory, you do not get any marks. That's, for example, if you go to the doctor and the doctor tells you, okay, so here is the disease, and the doctor tells you everything about the disease, and it's basically whatever you could find on Wikipedia. And then the doctor says, okay, give me lots of money. Will you be happy? No, you will not, because you will say, well, you know what? I could have read about that in Wikipedia, but I want to know how that relates to me. But when the doctor would say, okay, you have a fever, this means that your body is fighting some infection. And you have some rash, this means that there's some skin infection, and you have that, and you have that. Well, this means that you have this disease, and this thing is something that will help you to find the disease. Well, if those symptoms are applied to you, if the doctor cites what the doctor sees in you, then you will feel it as a more personal touch, and you will be happy to pay money, more money. And ACCA wants you to be such specialist. So they want you to go to the company and say, okay, look, you are listed, this means that. You have cash problems, this means that. You have these threats on the market, and this means that. So you need to sign the scenario, like Control-C, Control-V, and then you will need to tell what that means. And this actually is good for you when you learn how to do that. You will see that there is the answer to your question right in the scenario, and we will learn how to do that. You will need to identify industry specifics. Well, for example, if there is a car industry, they really rely on quality. If it's fashion industry, then it's fast changing. So what they need to do, they need to produce designs faster. And you will need to explain that. You will need to use one hand on the other hand, this two-handed accountant. So you will say, on one hand, the director is right to assume. On the other hand, the director is not right because of that. So it's not the task of the exam to give the answer this or that. The exam is about your ability to provide pros and cons, is about your ability to provide right thoughts. And the final answer may even be contradictory to the one the examiner gives you in the model answers, but if you use that on one hand, on the other hand, it may as well be that you score full mark on the question. And also, it is very important that if some suggestions were asked, then the suggestions are appropriate. So, for example, you do not offer a small family-owned company to go overseas because maybe they do not have management to do that. Maybe they do not have money to do that. Okay, so that is about professional marks. And this very video was introductory so that you keep in mind what we are going to do in the following questions. And I would really suggest you to go back to this video a little bit later when you already start practicing your questions, and to ensure that you understand each and every item on the list, because it is essential that you do. It is essential because you need to score not only technical marks, but also professional marks to get the pass rate, and also because quite often, if you do not score professional marks, you are just not able to score technical marks. Okay, well, I will see you in the next question, and it's in the next video, and it's very important that you will watch the video about how to answer question A, because this is where the majority of professional marks are. Okay, see you next.